Welcome to Prague, a city of hidden secrets and enchanting tales. In today's adventure, we are unlocking the doors to the most magical and mysterious corners of this historic city. From a wall that whispers ancient legends to a bridge where wishes come true, Prague isn't just a city. It's a gateway to a world of history, art, and mystery you've never experienced before. Stay tuned as we explore the 20 most amazing places in Prague, each with a secret waiting just for you. Let's dive in. At number 20, Dripstone Wall. Let's start with a very quirky place located in the city of Prague. First, this remarkable site looks stunning in photos. It is surrounded by verdant gardens that offer a nice escape from the city's hustle and bustle. This wall was constructed between 1623 and 1630 and previously belonged to the Wallenstein family's private residence. Built in the early Baroque style, it is divided into numerous sections, the most interesting of which is the grotto, which has an unsettling scene with a dripstone wall. This terrifying exhibition of snakes, monsters, and strange faces is one of Prague's tourist attractions. It also has an auditory component. The wall has an aura of mystery. Signs point to the possibility of hidden passageways extending into the house. So, consider trying to find the clues and resolve the mystery that has held the attention of tourists for decades. Number 19. Museum Kampa. Located in the charming lesser town Mala Strana, a district on the eastern bank of Kampa Island, Museum Kampa offers an in-depth exploration of Prague's cultural past. This contemporary art museum offers insights into the dynamic art scene of the region while showcasing the works of contemporary Czech and Central European artists. The collection of Museum Kampa, which is housed in both a modern and a historic mill, has paintings, sculptures, and installations that highlight the variety and inventiveness of the regional art scene. Beyond its displays, the sculpture garden at Museum Kampa and the nearby park, which have stunning views of the Vltava River, provide a calm haven from the busy city center. The sculpture garden is free to the public. However, admission to the museum's displays is charged. It's the ideal place to take in the artistic splendor of Prague, take a stroll, and relax in the company of nature. Number 18. Vyšehrad. Prague's oldest neighborhood, Vyšehrad, is home to a magnificent stronghold on the banks of the Moldava River, making it a fitting place to consider the city's birthplace. The Přemyslitel rulers once inhabited the castle, built in the latter part of the 11th century. Although it is one of Prague's less well-known neighborhoods, it is worthwhile to see. Aside from the fortress, other nearby attractions include the neo-Gothic Church of St. Peter and St. Paul, Vyšehrad Park, one of Prague's most well-known green areas with its sculptures and monuments, and the 19th century cemetery, which is home to many of the well-known people of the Czech Republic. The Vyšehrad stronghold is said to be haunted by 34 lost souls. Number 17. Magical Cavern. If we had to describe the magical cavern in one sentence, we'd say it is an incredible display of art, the creepy but brilliant kind. The artist and sculptor, Rion, created this masterpiece we know today on top of Petrin Hill. Hand-sculptured facades cover every inch of this building's walls. Number 16. The John Lennon Wall. Prague has erected a memorial to the great musician John Lennon, and only some tourists ever leave the city without posing for a picture in front of this multicolored wall. The idea for this project emerged on its own after the vocalist passed away. His visage was painted on a wall in the Order of Malta Garden, and others continued to add quotations, candles, and pleas for freedom. The demand subsided with the coming of democracy, and today, one of Prague's must-see attractions is the wall, which features pieces by over 30 artists from many nations. There is a place where you can add text with chalk or a felt-tip pen if you want to write something. Number 15. Old Town Square, Prague. You really shouldn't go to Prague and not visit Old Town Square. Instead, head to Old Town Square for a traditional Prague experience after taking a seat at your accommodation. Featuring pastel Baroque buildings resembling fairy tale scenes, the city center provides a charming environment for sipping coffee or beer and people watching. Over 600 years old, this historic plaza is home to some of Prague's most recognizable landmarks, including the magnificent Church of Our Lady Before Tin, the Old Town Hall, and the iconic astronomical clock. The hourly display of the astronomical clock is a lovely surprise to the area's appeal, so don't miss it. Number 14. The Powder Tower. Despite Prague's abundance of historical sites, visitors are always in awe of the Powder Tower. It is considered the old town's entryway and is one of Prague's most significant late Gothic structures. On their journey to be crowned, all the Czech kings traveled by this location. Constructed in the 15th century, it has fulfilled numerous functions, such as housing army ammunition. If you have time, ascend to the 44-meter viewing point. The tower is 65 meters tall, to take in the expansive panorama of the wonderful historic district. The tower is one of those Prague landmarks you should see, even though it includes a 186-step spiral stairway. Number 13. The Strahov Monastery, Prague. Founded in 1140, the second oldest monastery in the city is the Strahov Monastery, which is nestled atop one of Prague's hills. Though it has undergone multiple reconstructions over the years due to different conflicts, the monastery has a very plain facade. But its amazing library, located inside its walls, is its real treasure. This library, split into 2 rooms, has an amazing collection of uncommon philosophical and religious books. Each volume bears witness to the monastery's long history of scholarship. This library is unique because of its beautiful interior design, which includes colorful murals on the walls that evoke a classic elegance. The Strahov Monastery is a must-see if you enjoy reading. Check out its unusual card catalog system, which uses picture-adorned wooden cartouches to show which volumes are held. Pay attention to the Cabinet of Curiosities, a collection purchased in 1798 from the estate of Karel Jan Urban. This unusual collection, which includes dodo bird remains, seashells, insects, and anthropological relics, provides an intriguing look into one man's obsession with his surroundings. Number 12. Petrin Hill. The 2 main features of Petrin Hill are a huge park and an observation tower that resembles the Eiffel Tower. Both are stunning. This is one of the biggest green areas in the capital, where you can unwind anytime. You may have a delightful stroll on Petrin through gardens like Nebozizek or the Seminary Garden, which has over 2,000 fruit trees. You can also climb the tower to get a perspective over Prague. Children will also enjoy exploring the labyrinth of mirrors, which include concave and convex mirrors, where they may play with distorted reflections. Number 11. St. Cyril and St. Methodius Cathedral, Prague. Prague is home to some of the world's most breathtaking churches, and this particular one is no different. Still, the building's historical significance is what makes it unique. This church is deeply linked to the fall of the Nazis in Bohemia, one of the Czech Republic's regions, and its underground museum explores this pivotal time in detail. The museum provides a thorough history of the occupation of the castle and the ultimate overthrow of the rulers by Czech rebels through the display of wartime images, film clips, and artifacts. The story may not always be happy, but the courage and tenacity of those who freed Bohemia are truly admirable. Also, be aware that this might not be appropriate for young children due to the serious nature of the topic. Number 10. The Jewish Quarter. One of the best preserved Jewish enclaves in Europe is Prague. This neighborhood has 6 synagogues, a town hall, and a cemetery. With its tiered tombs heaped to different heights and burial stones, the latter creates an outstanding image. Other sites worth seeing include the Old New Synagogue, which is associated with the Golem tale, the Pinka Synagogue, which features the longest epitaph in the world on its wall, the Spanish Synagogue, which boasts stunning interior decoration, and the Jewish Museum. Number 9. The Museum of Alchemists and Magicians of Old Prague. You should see more of Prague than just the castles to appreciate the city fully. It's also important to comprehend its darker side, and this museum provides the opportunity to do so. Prague became the unofficial capital of the occult arts during the reign of King Rudolf II in the 16th century. He funded alchemists and sorcerers throughout Europe, including well-known figures like Edward Kelly and John Dee. Prague was the epicenter of dark arts in Europe for a long time, and this museum honors this eerie past in all its weirdness. This museum features 2 floors of exhibits that chronicle the history of the occultists who formerly called Prague home. In the building's tower, there's an alchemist lab filled with grimoires and scrolls. And there are also incredibly creative depictions of the devil dragging unsuccessful magicians into hell. Take the time to visit every museum area if this type of display piques your interest, as it will tell you a lot about an otherwise unknown aspect of Prague's past. Number 8. The Botanical Gardens of Prague. Prague's botanical gardens are located outside of the city. 30 of the 52 hectares of the gardens are accessible to the public. These include the Japanese Meditation Garden, the garden housing the historic St. Clara Vineyard, and the amazing Fata Morgana Winter Greenhouse, which offers a seasonal tour of the tropical plants. The gardens extend from Troja to the Moldava River's right bank. Over 10,000 plant species are displayed for visitors inside and outside the greenhouses. In addition, a glass of wine is available at the bodega of the vineyard. Number 7. The Dancing House of Prague. The Dancing House must be on your itinerary if you're looking for unusual experiences while visiting Prague. After 4 years of development, it was finished in 1996 and is a spectacular example of the architectural partnership between Frank Gehry and Vlado Milanic. The building is a prominent tourist destination because of its radically modern design, contrasting with the neighboring 18th and 19th century architecture as it sits along the riverbank. The Dancing House's unusual curved design makes it a sight, and that is especially in contrast to the nearby majestic structures. You can visit the lobby and eat at the restaurant on the 7th story, but the offices are closed to the public. The restaurant has a rooftop patio, ideal for taking pictures because it provides breathtaking views of Prague Castle and the Vltava River. Number 6. National Theatre. Going back to the 1700s is what it feels like to experience a musical evening at the National Theatre. This complex has 4 stages: the National Theatre, the State Opera, the Estates Theatre, and the New Stage. The National Theatre was founded in 1783. Mozart's opera, Don Giovanni, had its world premiere at the Estates Theatre, which was renowned for its lofty gallery seats. Interestingly, Don Giovanni is still the most performed play in theaters today. Small group tours of all 4 stages are offered for people not interested in seeing a performance. These excursions offer an intriguing behind-the-scenes peek at these iconic locations. Number 5. Golden Lane and Kafka's House. Located between the White Tower and the Tower of Dalibor, this narrow street is one of Prague Castle's most delightful surprises. Nobody would anticipate seeing a row of vibrant cottages reminiscent of a fairy tale here. These little homes were incorporated inside the defense's arches in the late 16th century. Up to the Second World War, Prague residents lived here. Among them were some well-known figures like Franz Kafka, who spent 2 years, 1916 and 1917, residing at number 22. The street was named Golden Lane, since this was where many goldsmiths kept their workshops. The cottages were eventually converted into gift shops. Number 4. The Idiom Installation. Now, this one is a fan favorite. It is called the Idiom, and artist Matej Kran made it. Hundreds of volumes are piled in a cylindrical tower as part of a permanent art installation. A tear-shaped aperture on one side of the tower allows visitors to witness this mind-blowing spectacle, created by strategically positioned mirrors that give the appearance that the tower is infinite. You can glimpse what it's like to disappear into a book well by peeking through this realm. Avoid attempting to remove a book from this enormous exhibit at all costs, as even the smallest unbalance could cause the entire structure to collapse. Rather, simply take in the architectural marvel. Again, this is one of Prague's favorite exhibits. In 2011, Science magazine even put it on its cover. Number 3. Speculum Alchemy. This secret location, discovered in 2002 due to flooding, offers an intriguing and unsettling glimpse into a different way of existence, along with many more fascinating items that will astound and excite you. It includes all the instruments used by alchemists during their labor, which involved attempting to convert lead into gold. This must-see attraction is a ground floor studio filled with oddities hidden in the heart of Prague's historic district. Here, you will witness the hide of a black bear adorned with portraits and books. Descend the stairs to investigate the expansive laboratory located below. Although the museum is a touch gimmicky and only open with a tour guide, it's an interesting peek into a more sinister period of Prague's past. Number 2. Wenceslas Square. Look no further than Wenceslas Square if you're looking for a unique combination of historic buildings and amazing retail options. This square, the main commercial district in Prague, has a long history and was once used as a horse market in the Middle Ages. It is conveniently located next to the Old Town. In addition to its economic value, the square is a focal point for community events, including parades, festivals, and protests. The famous statue of Saint Wenceslas riding a horse is located close to the National Museum at one end of the square. Wenceslas Square hosts a quaint Christmas market and becomes a winter wonderland during the winter, making it the perfect place to take in the festive spirit. Number 1. The Charles Bridge. Finally, the best of the best. The Charles Bridge, a symbol of Prague's rich history and architectural prowess, was commissioned in 1357 to replace an older bridge destroyed by floods from the Vltava River. Completed in 1390, this iconic structure has endured for over 500 years, showcasing remarkable Gothic architecture and serving as a testament to the city's resilience. Over time, the Charles Bridge has evolved into a hub of artistic expression, adorned with many monuments and statues that line its parapets. Following World War II, the bridge was transformed into a pedestrian-only zone, further enhancing its appeal as one of Prague's most popular tourist attractions. Visitors are advised to take precautions, such as securing their belongings in a hidden pocket or keeping valuables close, to ensure a safe and enjoyable visit to this iconic Prague landmark. You could also touch the base of the St. John of Nepomuk statue for good fortune. The locals believe in it, so why not? Do well to plan your trip to Prague, as it will be a wonderful experience and will guarantee to leave you with treasured memories. If you have come this far, I think you really enjoyed the video, so check out another video from my channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell. Also, tell us in the comments which city we should explore next. Until next time, happy travel and see you soon!